my God, we're back on YouTube. But more importantly, we made it. 2024 Saints regular season is here. I'm about to argue with all the negative Nancys out there. I'm ready. I'm excited. We got Saints Happy Hour live show this Friday. It's all happening. Saints preview on the way. Thomas, hit that intro.
Welcome to Saints Happy Hour podcast. We never skip a drink day.
Budrich wants to know how the doctor's doing.
That ended.
Now grab a drink and enjoy the show.
All right, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Saints Happy Hour podcast. It's all new. I got Dave with me. I got Andrew with me. We're back on YouTube because YouTube is awesome, and that's what the people wanted. On tonight's show, Saints 2024 football season is here. We give you season predictions. We argue if it's going to be the most important season opener in Saints history. We preview Saints Panthers, and we give away our season MVP prize. Thomas, do we have an MVP leader yet?
Not yet. Nobody donated yet.
Hit the donate. All right, as always, if we reach $100 in donations, I will drink something horrible the patrons have sent me. Andrew, your boy Alan, he understands the assignment. Permafrost, the black sheep of liquors. I don't even know. It doesn't even say what it tastes. And Yukon Jack Fire, both 100 proof, Andrew. That'll make you happy.
Ooh.
Not bad.
So
I feel like you should mix those.
Dave, if I have to do these back to back, I'm on no dinner and no lunch. I had Ritz crackers. It may destroy my liver forever. All right, let's get right into it. Season opener against the 2-15 Carolina Panthers. Andrew, is it the most must-win Saints season opener in history? I feel like it is. What say you?
This is such a Ralph question. You're like, if they don't win, it's over. It's over. Like, they can't even beat. But, like, what if they lose to Carolina and then they make some corrections and then they win 4 games in a row? Like, you're like, no. 4-1 doesn't even matter. They lost to Carolina. So,
well, no, but
I don't want to, like, you be a prisoner of the moment here. But, I mean, I get the question in the sense that I do feel like, how can this team, if you can't even take care of Carolina at home to start the season, which is probably going to be the easiest game on your schedule, at least on paper, when the fan base is already this pessimistic, like, I think it's going to be bad. Like, I think there's going to be booing. The noise about Carr and DA is only going to get louder. Like, yeah, I mean, in some ways, I feel like they kind of have to win this game. I realize I'm kind of talking out of both sides of my mouth here, but
yeah.
I mean, no, like, the faith in the team is already very low. So if you can't even beat Carolina at home, like literally the worst team in the league last year, I'm sure they've gotten a little bit better, but I mean, in theory, hopefully so have the Saints. So
Dave, how quick is the trigger going to be for booing?
Quicker than it took to just get us straight into Saints content here with the new format. I don't like this at all. You didn't ask me what I was drinking. You didn't go through, like, the intro got shorter. I didn't have an opportunity to talk. I didn't have an opportunity to talk about. Was that Thomas
here we go.
narrating the intro? Was that
That's right? It was.
Like,
it is.
Demonic,
was my evil brother
villain voice. Yeah,
my evil brother. He hates walking in the fields, man. He hates walking in the fields.
I didn't have a chance to talk about that. We just
talk about what you really want to talk about. You want to talk about LSU losing and Tulane winning. Get to it. You get 35 seconds of Tulane talk.
Well, I was going to segue, by the way. You can see.
And your time's
now
up.
Now that we have this new screen, the boxes, we're not in the quad box right now, we're in the tri box because Kevin's not here, but we're all zoomed in. Now you can get a good look at my all Tulane shirts I always wear. No, I was going to transition. We're talking about the Saints. I didn't realize that the Saints work 5 straight years of winning their opening game, which is funny
incredible.
because I feel like the previous 5 years they lost all 5 of them, or at least that's what it felt like.
Yeah.
So it's really surprising we have Jameis to think, because we almost didn't get here without that amazing comeback by Jameis.
That's right.
But so I was going to segue to the LSU talk by saying, you know who's lost their first 5 season opening games
Yes.
the last 5 years?
The Louisiana State University.
The Louisiana State Tigers. I am just going to say, look, my boys, Tulane, so far, I've been telling you about them all season. We are right on schedule, 52-0 over SLU. We have Kansas State. What are they, number 17, 18, something like that? We've got a ranked opponent coming to Yeoman this Saturday, 11 o'clock. If you're in the city and you're not already going, you should really plan on being there. I think Kansas State did not use up a lot of their allotments, so there may be a chance to get some good tickets. Yeah, I think Ralph's going to be there. I'm going to.
Are you going to get your favorite crippled into the Glazer Club?
We'll see. I do have an extra Glazer Club ticket. We got to see what Kevin's doing. I don't know if we can get us all in there, but you might be able to get in there for a little bit while I keep Kevin company. And I'll let you roam around. Just don't sully my good name. But look, I'm excited. And you can't look. There's a lot of people out there that want to compare this LSU losing to USC and Tulane beating USC. You can't compare them. USC had Caleb Williams when Tulane.
Here we go.
It's not fair.
Right.
It's
I've
not
already
fair
had
to
enough,
compare the
Andrew.
two.
I've already had enough.
Yeah.
I'm
Shut
just
her down.
saying.
God.
All right. Well, I think I made my point. I think I made
Yeah,
my
Do
point.
we have the mute button for
Oh,
Dave
wait.
on this?
Yeah, if you
Format?
donate $50, you can mute any one of us for any
For
one of
5
us
minutes.
for 5 minutes. So Dave, I just feel like this crowd that people on Twitter have been saying, oh, the prices are down. You can get in. At one point today, you could get in for like $15, but now it's back up to like 40 to get in.
15
dome.
on the upper level, right? Nosebleed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But now it's back up to like 40. And it's the Carolina. It's the 2-15 Carolina Panthers. Who is excited about that?
I don't even really want.
They don't travel
But-
well. I feel like Carolina has always been an easy ticket in the sense that unless the Saints are really good, when the Saints are really good, every ticket's tough. But I just feel like with Carolina, you don't have a lot of Charlotte fans coming down. They don't have a lot. They don't travel.
They don't. But the thing is, I just feel like I don't know. It's hard to judge, Andrew. How much of the angst and the negativity is just social media driven, and it's just everybody on social media can't just say this is just a run of the mill average football team.
Oh, I think the Dome is different from Saints Twitter. Those are different experiences. I feel like in the Dome generally on Sundays. I mean, obviously it depends on how the team's doing that season and yada yada. But like in general, whoever's there that Sunday is there to root for the Saints and help them win a game. So in general, I feel like patience for the team, supporting them, being happy to be there is different from like this echo chamber, which is Twitter, where right now everything's being criticized. Everything's the worst. And it's super pessimistic. It's not going to be that bad on game day, but I do think like the worst case, and I'm kind of bracing myself for this, is Derek Carr throws a pick 6 on the first drive.
Oh God!
I do think it can get off the rails pretty quick.
Right. I was involved in by involved, I meant I was an innocent bystander just watching a bunch of drunk people argue. But one guy was making the argument like that if Derek Carr went out on the first series and went 3 and out, people would start booing. And I was like, that's ridiculous. Like that's,
I don't agree with that.
What about 2 3 and outs?
Yeah, I don't know. But
if it's 2 and 3, if it's 2 3 and outs and they're losing 10-0, yes.
I think
100%.
maybe.
I mean, I don't know.
Like,
It won't
sacks,
be like a chorus of boos,
Well, if you listen closely, you'll be able to hear my son yelling, "Carr, you suck! Carr, you suck!"
Look, I mean, it's undeniable that
We want Hayner. We want Rattler.
Well, Rattler, it'll be Rattler, but there's no denying that there's unrest in the fan base, and the fan base is pessimistic, and the team hasn't made the playoffs for years. People don't like DA. People don't like Carr. So, like, I mean, when I say that the stadium experience is not what you see on Twitter, it's also not that far disconnected from it. So, yeah, like if things go off the rails or down 17-0, I do think fans in the building will have a quick trigger turning on them.
Yeah,
I actually think it's a lot of pressure. Like, I think there is some, like, there's always going to be some passive, like almost guarded excitement about the season opener. And I think if the Saints come out of the gate and it's a bomb the Shaheed and it's 17, pick 6 by Tyrann Mathieu and it's 17-0, it's not going to take much for the fans to go nuts. And like, we'll worry about going back on Twitter and discounting the win because it's the Panthers and like, but in the moment, if they're blowing the doors off Carolina, it's going to be a party. It's going to be amazing. Like, it'll be a lot of fun, and I think the fans will be quick to celebrate and forget all the negativity. And I think a lot of people will be like, all right, I'm still pessimistic, but let's see if they can do it next week.
I mean, Bryce Young is still an Oompa Loompa. So, I mean, it's...
Yeah.
still good things can happen. By the way, people...
what's up with the donations? Where are the donations?
I'll drink the permafrost. I've never even heard of this. This could be your boy Alan trying to poison me. You don't know. It could be some sort of made
on
up.
a 55-week donation streak, by the way. Guys, so you know.
Yeah, and
it's gonna be strange when we
because,
break it on the first night back on YouTube.
We're gonna be.
Are we having technical difficulties? Is there an issue with the actual donation function here?
I don't think so. It works the same as on Twitch, guys. So don't be afraid, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be afraid. Our donation streak is in more jeopardy than DA's job if he loses to Carolina. Here's the thing, with this game. Before we get to season predictions and all that, I think, Andrew, you make fun of me because I always say it can be a blowout or it'll be a blowout either way. It won't be close. But I really feel like this is the kind of game where if the Saints, like the first 10 minutes, they have a chance to absolutely bury Carolina. Like Carolina, if the Saints could get a great start, Carolina will be like, oh yeah, we were 2-15. Our quarterback's a midget. Our defense is terrible. Our receivers are really awful. We're still awful. We'll get them next week. Like, I really feel like there's a chance that they could do that. So I feel like the start is like a really great chance for the Saints to deliver the knockout punch and make it a party, like you say. Or am I just being a prisoner of the moment?
No, I agree. I mean, look, it's still Bryce Young, and until proven otherwise, like it remains to be seen. I mean, I know they added Deontay Johnson, who is kind of like out of favor in Pittsburgh. So like, I don't even really know that he's going to make a big difference. So I just look at like the Saints defensively, and they're good, man. I mean, I tweeted earlier this week that this corner room is the best they've had in franchise history. Like, now that Lattimore's back and Adebo's back, you got Alante, you got Kool-Aid McKinstry. Like, I just feel like the cornerback room, they're going to blanket these receivers. I don't really see how a quarterback that was one of the worst in the league last year is going to turn things around and throw on the Saints. I mean, how the Saints stop the run, obviously that remains to be seen, because in the past, we have expected them to be strong against the run, and sometimes that first week of the season, I think league-wide, because of the lack of tackling and practice, like the run defense can be a little shaky, but I think the Saints' pass rush is going to be better. I think Chase Young is going to be a nice add. So I'll be surprised if Carolina puts up much points in this game, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, Dave,
if Carolina gets to 20, I'll be really surprised.
I mean, that under is 41.5, which is low for NFL centers. But Dave, I was going to say, DA's defense, first year he was coached, it was shaky AF versus Atlanta, and it was a disaster. Then Jameis came in and saved the thing. And last year they really gave it to Ryan Tannehill and Tennessee. So how's your DA confidence meter heading into week 1?
I mean, just based on the opponent, I'm fairly confident. I don't know if it's going to be a party. I don't know if we're going to blow them out like we should, but I certainly think that this team is
it's winnable.
I feel like we have a better we have a better roster on paper. We've got a much better roster.
Yeah.
And
Japanese
problem at all.
Japanese Hercules says Kool-Aid McKinstry is going to be the best rookie for the Saints. Him or Jordan Mims. Jordan Mims isn't a rookie, but he's kind of a rookie. I mean, he didn't really play for Buffalo. We'll take it. Thomas, donation update. Am I going to be drinking the permafrost?
We are $10 away. For some reason, the donation from your boy Alan didn't trigger. He donated $50 with donation message. You're welcome for the booze, Ralph. Hopefully this combo of fire and ice hits you hard. Also thanks to Nicholas Riley for $5, to Errol for $20 total, to Aldi Marino for $5, and to Wendell Cavalier for $10.
By the way,
$10 away.
I want to give Errol a shout out. Him and his lovely wife are going to video the live show Friday and get us audio without the metronome. That was his promise to me, Dave. He's going to do metronome-free audio. And by the way,
I hope Errol brings me champagne again, because the boozy juji or bougie juji drink that I had last year was not good.
Yeah, and when I say this, also 9 tickets are left. The sports drink people, they were nice enough to add a couple more. 9 tickets left for Friday's show. So you can still join us. Click on the link in the description and get your ticket.
So with our new format here, did we get rid of the cha-ching and the making it rain and all that?
Thomas?
No, we didn't, but probably this is the first stream. So you are not hearing it? You are not hearing it? Dave?
I did not hear it. So
we did not hear it.
And I'm enjoying it.
I need to update it. I need to update it. Yeah, that makes sense.
No, don't.
Makes me almost want to bomb.
I will update it. Don't worry.
So
next one you should be able to hear it.
Dave, you're totally flummoxed because I'm not stepping all over the 28 to 3 donations. The interception sound. I'm not stepping all over it. You're all flummoxed. All right, let's get to it. Season predictions, but we're not just going to do for season prediction. We're not just going to give you a record and a blurb and say, "Oh, the Saints are going 9-8, and this is why." But no. We're doing a bunch of different things. We're doing this. We're doing season.
My record.
We're doing season predictions like this. We're doing. You got to do a season MVP. You got to do a season HVP, most hated player. Not that's not be HMHP, most hated player. Yeah, and then. The question: do the Saints turn on Penning, Carr, or DA first, and then give a record prediction? So, Dave, you can go first if you, or maybe Kevin. Maybe we should play. Do we have the video of that, Thomas?
Of Kevin? No, we don't have this video.
The season predictions of that? No. Okay. Yeah. So, Dave, you go first. What do you got?
Do play Kevin videos. If you could play them upside down, I'd really prefer that. Thanks in
yeah.
Yeah. So Dave,
all right, what do you want first? You want me to go in that order? My MVP?
Yeah, MVP.
All right. This one I thought was easy. I liked what I was seeing. That's not Kevin. That's me. That's Kevin. That's Kevin's name and my photo.
Oh, I messed up the names. Don't worry, guys. Just look at the face. Just look at the face.
Deduct the meats.
Okay. Right.
Everyone's called Kevin now.
Look, I think we got Clint Kubiak now, new offensive coordinator, and I think we
Kevin
saw a
can
little
have a relationship with that face.
Right. I think. Thank you. I'm going to take that as a compliment. I think we saw a little flash of what we're going to see more of this season, and that's Taysom in more of a traditional tailback role, and I think that's going to unlock Super Taysom. So I'm going Taysom for MVP this year.
Ooh. Over under Taysom, Dave, with 12 touchdowns, 12 and a half.
That is
over.
Wow.
MVP. I'm calling my MVP. He's got to get there somehow.
If you told me Taysom's getting over 12 touchdowns, I am pounding the Saints win total of over 7.5. I like it. So most hated player, Dave? Or you could go
What I
most
forgot
hated
to
person.
what I neglected to tell you is that most of them are garbage time touchdowns and comeback attempts.
Right.
I hate you.
In failed comeback attempts.
A lot of people in the chat are asking if we're live. Yes, Jerry. Yes, we're live.
Yes,
we are definitely live.
Yes. Actually, no, Jerry. This is recorded. We just knew exactly what you were going to ask.
We knew exactly the moment that you would ask us.
Weird. All right. Most hated player. We also kind of just touched on this a little bit in our previous segment about booing, whether the boo birds are gonna come out, how early they're gonna come out, how anyway. So I'm gonna go. This might be, maybe this is more of my own personal opinion tainting my decision, but I'm going with Derek Carr. I don't.
Easy.
Sorry.
It's like the tap in putt.
Well, I sent in my pick, and I probably would have gone with Trevor Penning, because then that, like I did last week, if Trevor Penning doesn't have a good year, then Derek Carr probably doesn't have a good year. He put David Carr on the screen. I was reading that. Thomas, you sneaky bastard.
I mixed you up.
And for record, I think I'm dead on here. I think I'm going to nail this year. I think it's going to be another frustrating, middling year where they're not good. They're not really bad. They'll be in the mix for a middle first-round draft pick or whatever they've got. But they're going to be above 500. I'm going 8 and 9. You're going to be really frustrated, and it's going to be, it's going to be good enough yet not good enough, where the Saints aren't going to make the big decisions and the big changes that they need to make, and they're not going to, they're just going to kind of sit where they are. They feel like, we just need to make a few tweaks, but they don't need to make a few tweaks.
It's a lot of tweaks.
Ralph and Tom, just a quick heads up. I think a few people are experiencing ads that are coming in as interruptions during. So just as we're working out the kinks. Yeah.
I saw that on mine. I don't think that's avoidable.
Yeah. I mean, I put them on lowest setting. I don't know how to disable them completely yet. At least.
Does that mean we're getting paid though?
Yeah.
A lot of people are agreeing with you, Dave.
Deal with it.
About 8. A lot of people are agreeing with you with 8, about 8 and 9, and that makes me sad. Got to be positive. All right, so Andrew, you go.
Yeah,
you people. This.
By the way, you say a lot of people. I just see one person in the chat that's.
I saw more, and I don't like this negativity. But Andrew, go now. I feel like Andrew is going to turn the ship around and go positive and be like I'm going to be and turn it around.
While he's doing that, I'm going to go slice off some more salami.
Well, Ralph, I hate to disappoint you, but brace yourself.
Oh God.
As far as apparently I'm Kevin. The name still says Kevin.
Everyone's gonna be Kevin tonight.
Yep. For the MVP, I'm going with Chris Olave. I think he's gonna pass 1,000 yards again. I think he's gonna be the number one target. I think he's gonna have a great year, and I think he's gonna go to the Pro Bowl. I think Olave is going to level up from where he's been and continue his ascension. So I am going Chris Olave as the MVP.
Okay.
Should I wait for Thomas to put that in the graphic?
Yeah.
Okay. Most hated. Dave's not here. He's off in the bathroom.
He can hear you though, so say something mean.
Hanging out with salami or whatever. But I also had Derek Carr as most hated. I feel like so many fans are already chomping at the bit for Rattler that it's not going to take much. And honestly, I think Carr could play pretty well and still have people. I feel like Jameis 1 of 1 introduced this alternate reality where now you can complain about the play of a quarterback, and even when he's doing good, by sliding it towards crazy statistical metrics where you're like, yeah, but he sucks in this, and this way of evaluating a quarterback. So yeah, his rating's high, but his play on 3rd and 2 when he doesn't do play action is worse than the league, or whatever.
Do you really have to dig deep in the stats to find something why Derek Carr sucks? I mean,
True. But I just feel like fans are dug in at this point. So I feel like he could even play pretty well and he's hated. So I'm going Derek Carr as my most hated. And my record is actually worse than Dave's. I have said this. I have said 5-12 from the very beginning. I am sticking with that. I think the Saints are much worse than we think they are. I think the season's going to be really bad. I think the silver lining is we'll have a high first-round pick, and that DA is going to get fired at the end of the year, and we'll have a new coach. But yeah, it's not going to be pretty. So I'm going with 5-12. However, the caveat here is I'm not one of those fans who's like, they're 5-12 and every time they lose, I'm like, see, I told you so. They suck. Because I'm expecting them to be really bad, every time they win a game, I'm going to be really excited that they prove me wrong. And my expectations are so low that I feel like it's going to be very easy to exceed them and get me excited. So I just want to be clear. Like, I am not one of those fans that will be like, I told you so all season long.
Yeah. Booing, Thomas. Boo him.
That wasn't me, but
But all right. So Kevin doesn't have his predictions, right?
yeah.
He does or doesn't?
I mean, he does. He sent it to me, but I
guess let me just
Kevin should be last.
Finish the thought.
Okay.
I'll finish the thought just by saying, to me, the Saints are a black hole on the offensive line. Like when we're not,
God, I hate to hear that. I hate to hear that.
When we're not even worried about the left tackle, who's a rookie, by the way, when we're not even talking about the concern about how he's going to play, we're just assuming he's going to be awesome because left guard and right tackle are so bad that by comparison, left tackle actually feels pretty stable. And like Cesar Ruiz might be our second best offensive lineman on the team. I mean, think about that statement. So based on that, like, I just don't think the Saints can hold up front. And I keep being told, oh, the scheme is going to protect them. It's easier to block. But like, bad offensive line play is bad offensive line play, and it doesn't travel. So I think the Saints are going to be a bad road team. I think they're going to struggle to put up points. I do think they'll be good defensively. So hopefully they can win some of these 17-10, 17-13 kind of games. But you know, if teams start scoring 20, 25 points on them, I think it's going to be tough. And I also think when you have a bad offensive line, you're not going to run the ball that well. Your quarterback can get hurt, and then it can devolve pretty quickly from there. So that's where I'm at with the Saints. I would love for them to prove me wrong.
Wait, did we reach the donation threshold?
Oh, we
Yes,
finally
sir.
did it.
Thanks to Boo
Right.
for $10.
Yeah, whoever that did that, thank you for booing Andrew. He deserved it.
Yes.
So who's the
I
leader
did.
right now, Thomas? And
Your
did he
boy
get to-
Allen.
Your boy, well, I mean, he probably wants me to drink the permafrost because he sent it in. Disgusting. All of you. It is August. You
Wait,
are
don't you
too
need to take a
focused.
shot first?
No. You might as well. We timed this perfectly. You get drunk and then you do your prediction.
Yeah.
I'm disgusted with all of you.
Let's drink something disgusting.
Ugh.
Yeah, make yourself feel better with a little permafrost.
Wow, everything's faster now. Ralph just downs it now too.
Puke meters in.
Oh, it's like
You're
the
not
Dr.
messing around.
McGillicuddy if somebody peed in it. Oh. Oh, God. I hate you, your boy Allen. I hate you. Oh, my God.
That feels like an 8.
Not your boy, Alan.
And he's not my boy. I give it a 9. It's disgusting. It really is.
What is it
it's
called?
like
Permafrost?
it's called permafrost. And
It
it's
makes it
100%
sound like antifreeze. Like I thought
It
it was.
does.
Give me a
antifreeze.
rating, Ralph.
9. It's
Nine.
disgusting. Ugh. Horrible. My wife doesn't want me to curse because the child is awake.
What does it taste like?
It tasted like the Dr. McGillicuddy,
Schnapps.
the mint.
It's a
If somebody peed in it,
Yukon
it just,
Jack.
it just
Yukon Jack permafrost schnapps. It's a schnapps.
oh, it's gross. Thanks,
from the
everybody.
land where the ice never
sure.
melts.
Maybe bring that to the live show this weekend.
Japanese Hercules says, "Grab the bucket, Ralph." And I don't know if it's bucket worthy. If we get to the second shot, maybe I might need the bucket. We appreciate you, Alan. Though
Blend of cool peppermint with a hint of hot cinnamon.
That's not hot cinnamon. It's like piss, Dave. That's what it was. All right. So now it's my turn. And of course, Thomas, a tradition like no other.
You forgot?
I forgot my MVP. Put it up on the screen and I'll talk about it. Tradition
No
like
way,
no
man.
other.
I'm gonna.
What
do you think?
Should we guess?
Wait.
Should we guess,
Wait.
Dave?
Yeah,
on
yeah,
what-
You can guess, guys, first. if you want.
Don't put it up yet. Well, first of all, I think Ralph should guess too. Apparently, who do you think you picked?
I think it's Kamara.
You think?
I think he picked.
I was gonna guess he'd pick like Chase Young.
Oh,
I'm gonna say he picked. Just
it might have been Chase. You might be
contrarian.
right, Andrew.
Contrarian. I'll say Olave.
No, not Bobby. Thomas, who is it? Do a drum roll reveal.
You were right, Ralph. It was
Kamara. I knew it was Kamara.
All right, there you go. Well,
Wow!
And here's-
Congratulations, Ralph.
Congratulations on remembering.
you guessed
my
your own
MVP.
pick that you made.
Kamara, 1,700,
Shit show.
1,750 combined yards
Whoa!
from scrimmage,
Jeez.
12 touchdowns, 90 catches. He's going to have arguably the best year of his career, and he is going to dare Mickey Loomis not to pay him next March. He's going to dare him. He's going to be like, Mickey, are you going to not pay me and let me go to Atlanta? Are you going to let that happen, Mickey? And Mickey's going to cave and pay him.
All while
All right.
sharing a bathroom with Matt Bowers.
That's right. So that was just weird. And like Kamara, he doesn't do commercials for Matt Bowers. That was kind of strange. Most hated player. This is a tip-off to how well I think the Saints are going to do. My most hated player is going to be Lucas Patrick, the guard. It's not going to be Penning. It's not going to be Carr. It's not going to be some corner getting cooked every week. No, it's going to be Lucas Patrick. That's how good the 2024 Saints are going to be. We're going to have first world problems of worrying about a guard playing terrible. That's how good.
You know what a low key solid pick here would be is Blake Grupe.
Wait, Ralph, you sent me Clint Kubiak, man.
Oh, I did? Oops.
Yeah.
He's not a player.
I did.
He's not. I was surprised too, but I thought,
Here's the thing. I changed. I forgot. I was going to do Lucas Patrick. I was going to do Lucas Patrick, but I did Clint Kubiak. And here's why. People forget when they change offensive coordinators. They forget why they hate offensive coordinators and why they rip them to shreds. Clint Kubiak is going to do something consistently. Even though the Saints offense, I think it's going to be pretty good. It's going to be better than people think. It's going to be better than what it showed in the preseason because they're going to have their weapons. He's going to do something that's going to drive people crazy, whether it's going to be not running Taysom enough on third and short, not using Taysom in goal line positions, not doing enough 3 wide receivers, 4 wide receivers, not giving Kamara running the ball enough. He's going to do something to make fans annoyed with him. And even though the Saints are going to be way better than people think, Clint Kubiak is going to be the most hated player / coach. Lucas Patrick was my original choice, and I stand by it. First world problems are when you hate your guard. My record, and I'm disgusted with you, Andrew, Dave, and Kev, all of it, and the people in the chat. Yeah, Aldi Marino, I might be a little drunk, but whatever. I want to be positive. 11-6.
Wow.
11-6. I don't know how they're going to
You
get
done
there.
lost your mind.
It's
Put your
probably
money
going
where
to
your mouth
involve. It's probably going to involve some fraud, maybe some cheating, probably catastrophic injuries for teams they play. 11-6.
I don't think you really believe this. I make
And
a
a
wager.
number 2 seed. I
Real
believe
money
it,
on
Dave. I don't lie to the people. I don't
Put
lie.
real money on it. Put real money on
I
it.
bet. I bet the over with my bookie Vinny. I bet over 7.5
total for you did.
I bet I bet over, and I bet 6 units. So I mean, I'm fully committed.
You could have done.
Vinny got an extra plate of veal marsala with that.
You could have done.
Knowing he's going to double it.
You could have done alternate spread. You could have like bumped it up and got better odds. Maybe
Dave
bumped it up to 10.
Dave. When he pays me, we meet at a gas station, and he gives me an envelope of cash. There's no such thing as alternate lines.
I mean,
Yes.
are you really?
You can't online. You
the
can't.
same way that your father used to gamble.
You can't online gamble in Texas, Dave.
I feel like all you have to do is just like the VPN thing. No,
I mean, it makes sense to me. Like Texas has always felt like the holy grail of morality, so I get it.
Dave, are you new
I was
here?
in Alabama this weekend. I was annoyed I couldn't place any bets on the college football games I was watching.
Dave, are you new here? Do you remember the podcast before Thomas was producing? Do you remember my struggles with technology? Like you think I could do like a super secret VPN and get on the dark web and place an alternate line bet? Do you really think that could happen?
I kind of thought you were degenerate enough to figure it out.
I mean,
Addiction leads people to do crazy things.
I feel like he would find something and then download a horrific virus on his computer.
I'm scared of the dark web. I'm scared. Like I would go to it would be I would see something. It would be like sexy football bets, and it would be like some sort of illegal thing that would get me arrested. Like I'm scared. I'm scared of it, Dave. Technology
football bets were underage.
Yeah, it's like it scares me. I'm not getting on the dark web. I'm not doing illegal VPN. I'm just gonna bet with my guy, and he can pay me with an envelope of cash, or I can pay him with an envelope of cash at the gas station of choice. All right.
Ralph shows up at his gas station, and it's not his bookie; it's Chris Hansen.
I liked Budrich's picks. He said in the chat, Chase Young as MVP, Matt Hayball as the most hated. I really like that pick.
That's a strong one.
And then he goes with 10 and 7.
I love that pick.
That and Budrich, he even added, and the Dennis Allen extension. If the Saints make the playoffs, I got to tell all the people that hate Dennis Allen and want him gone, if the Saints make the playoffs, y'all are going to need to take a long drive in your car and think some things over, because guess what? That extension is happening, and if the Saints make the playoffs, you're dealing with DA for 5 more years. Like, just
this is happening. Lube up.
Jason Champagne.
Matthew Hayball is going to be fine, by the way.
Jason Champagne says the guy who does SEO absolutely knows the dark web. You can't fool us. I know the dark web, Jason, but I'm afraid of it. Like, I can know what it is. I'm afraid of it. I'm just saying.
By the way, if we're in the trust tree, I saw the news about how the Saints brought in 2 punters, and yes, they didn't sign either one of them. Yeah, I got to admit
you know what the Saints are telling you.
It doesn't.
It doesn't with one eye open. That's what it's telling.
Yeah, I will admit it. I even though they didn't sign either of them, it does not instill a lot of confidence that they're confident in Hayball. So,
Andrew, how many bad?
Speaking of getting off to a good start,
he hasn't even hit one punt yet, and they've already got 2 guys on speed dial.
I know he needs to. Well, that tells you how bad Headley was. He needs to come out of the gate strong in week 1 against the Panthers.
You know what the best part about Dave and let's not forget Kevin's son also made the team, so
he did.
I would say Dave and Kevin are both on equal footing right now in terms of who could win this UDFA battle, and obviously Ralph and I are still in it because our sons are on the practice squad.
No, not really.
Thomas is completely out. So congratulations, Thomas. You'll have the first pick next year. But even if Dave wins, I mean, here's where I've got Dave by the balls. Even if Dave were to win this competition, he only did it by employing the same strategy I did last year.
No.
So this is like Sean McVay and his coaching tree getting hired as head coaches to coach other teams. That's exactly what's happening here. I laid out the blueprint to the path to the trophy, and Dave, if we can't beat him, join him situation.
You cocky narcissistic son of a bitch.
It is. Here's the thing. I love the fact that Andrew is so arrogant about his UDFA son dynasty, and I hate it all at once. I'm very conflicted.
I should have picked Carl Granderson as my MVP.
Thomas, give us a donation update before we get to Kevin's predictions.
So we are $70 away.
Who was the guy, the Greek guy that discovered that the Earth, that everything revolved around the sun, that it was a heliocentric model? Was that Ptolemy?
Galileo?
You mean the Copernicus?
Copernicus,
is that who it was? Yeah, because before then everything
was
revolved
Polish.
around
Come on,
fucking
man.
Jews.
Come on, man.
Is he on the Mount Rushmore of Poland, Thomas?
Probably, yeah.
All right,
you interrupted me. The donation update. Jason Champagne donated $10 for, and he with donation message for dark web bets. Rolf.
Nice. Thomas, give us Kevin's predictions.
All right, Kevin's predictions.
My son is in the chat now.
Maybe you should guess first. You should watch your words then, Dave.
Pear, that's your son?
Yeah.
No,
all right, so let me reveal the Kevin's predictions. His MVP is Chase Young. Most hated player is Alvin Kamara. And
what?
Record,
disgusting. Yeah. Disgusting.
And he thinks Saints are going to end up 9-8.
There we go.
Is that 9-8 with a? Does that get him into the playoffs?
Who's to say? It did. It did.
No, I don't. Wait. He told me that, but let me fire up Twitter first, guys. I forgot that.
I think it did because I think I saw his predictions in the Discord.
Win the division, get stomped out in wildcard round. Guys.
That's all right. See, I didn't have. I can't believe with all the negativity floating around, my brother in positivity ended up Kevin.
Yeah.
Can't believe. You never know what life's going to give you. Thank you, Kevin.
Stupid is as stupid does.
I'm just saying, y'all are negative. The thing is, y'all are you got to believe that, Dave, the NFC South is dreadful. Atlanta hired at best
because the Saints are in it.
They hired Black DA. Okay, Raheem Morris. His coaching record is dreadful. He's the Black DA. He is. Okay. Tampa, they got Baker Mayfield and a new offensive coordinator. And Carolina, they hired a guy who wrote a book about his addiction to pornography. So I'm just saying that is absolutely a fact.
Well,
all right.
Hold on. What's the story behind that?
Really?
I missed this.
He wrote a book about his addiction to pornography. And
the head coach?
The head coach, Dave Canales. And I'm just saying,
really?
The NFC South is still
was this court order?
Terrible.
I assume the book talks about how he kicked this habit and found God or something, right?
Yes. And Dave Canales is like, we're going to work schedule. I'm going to work 9 to 5 and we're going to get out. We're going to head out of here at 5 o'clock. We're going to do everything we need. So I'm just saying.
He's one of those guys.
Yeah. He wrote a book, Andrew, This Marriage, The Question That Changed Everything. He's the coach of the Carolina Panthers. I'm just saying, the NFC South is no better than it's ever been. And you people are too focused on the Saints' problems, and you need to get focused on the other team's problems. That's what I'm saying.
To be required reading for the Saints this year. Like everybody should read that.
Can we throw Pear out of the chat?
Yeah. Throw my son out of there.
This guy out of there.
Big Herb says the NFC South is so bad, raccoons avoid them. That's right. That's the spirit,
him in place.
That's
actually he needs to make a donation.
That's right. Donate some of your inheritance to get Uncle Ralph drunker. All right. So Thomas, take it to the top. We got to get to question.
All right. Dave, I'm so disappointed in you.
Yeah, Dave.
I thought he was going to talk about.
Don't worry, man. Don't worry. Never mind.
I'm just supposed to bring it up out of nowhere? Like,
That's right.
That's how that works.
See, the day you fucked up, man.
Yeah.
No.
Don't worry about it.
Did I? I thought Ralph messed up.
You messed up.
I probably did. Blame
No,
the
he
cripples.
didn't. You did, Dave.
There you go.
No, why? Because
Don't worry, man. Come on.
Thomas, what's first up?
All right. First question. Fuck you, Dave. First question.
no, this is so dumb. This is
First question.
poorly planned.
Shut up. First question. First question. From the current MVP, your boy Alan. He asks, love watching the rookie talent shows on Hard Knocks and New Orleans football. Just had an article about the Saints show. What is your go-to song for the Saints Happy Hour talent show?
Take it to the top. I mean, you're listening to it.
I've got a million. I do karaoke on the reg sometimes with friends, so I've got a list of songs I can do. I'm good with Bruce. A lot of things by Bruce Springsteen, Billy Joel. Problem is I don't know how well received some of this stuff would be in a team.
I only do one song in karaoke. I do it on cruise ships and cruise ships only. Blues Brothers, Soul Man. That's it. It's the song. It's the only song I do. Karaoke. I once saw on a cruise ship, Dave, if you wouldn't believe this is God's honest truth, I swear to God. I went on a 7-day cruise out of Miami. They had a woman, she did karaoke every night. She did that Alanis Miles song, Black Leather.
Alana Miles. Yeah.
Alanis Miles, Black Leather.
I thought you were really butchering Alanis Morissette's name.
No, Alanis Morissette's. So yeah, she did the same song 6 nights in a row. It was quite something. So Thomas, what's next?
All right. Next question.
What?
Wait a minute.
Is he going to reveal the good stuff?
Oh yeah, you want me to
New stuff?
Yeah. So we totally we're tripping over on our dicks here.
I'm getting blamed for this. Like, I'm not supposed to just out of the blue say, "Oh wait, no, Ralph, reveal the good stuff." Ralph is supposed to tease the stuff.
I didn't tease it. It's fair. I missed the block. Dave, fair. But I'm going to do it now.
Trevor Penning.
I'm the Trevor Penning. I'm like the crippled version of Trevor Penning.
You're Trevor Penning on 3rd and 7, trying to pass block.
That's right. So it's time for the big reveal. We're going to spicing up new Saints season, new Saints happy hour.
What's the big reveal, Ralph?
No, the new stream overlay. And Dave, we're on YouTube, but new patrons tier. We got new content, new features, new pricing. Some of you probably noticed stuff like The Secret Life of Thomas, which you loved it. He was walking in fields telling you where he buried the bodies, or Kevin's love advice. From now on, you can be a patron as low as $5. Oh, and by the way, for 2 weeks only, you can become a gold member for a discounted price. And that price locked in forever. We're never going to raise it. Once you become a gold member at the discount price, you can keep that price forever. You get all the benefits. There's just so much new stuff, guys. Trust us. Thomas, we put him to work. We had him working. He was walking in fields, shooting videos, making graphics. We made Thomas work his butt off for this. So after the show,
The reaping wheat.
That's right. After the show, go to patreon.com/Saints Happy Hour and give us a shot. It's amazing. You should do it. So
while we're
Thomas,
promoting, my son does have a good question. What's the hotline number 2?
Yeah, did we?
We're doing it.
The hotline number 2.
No calls for the hotline this week, unfortunately.
Disgraceful. Well, I know they're going to pick it up after.
There's a number for the hotline.
I know they're going to pick it up after week 1 because I know people just get irate and they get if the Saints.
All right, listen. When the Saints game is happening, and I'm stalling here, so you can go grab a pen and paper. If you're listening to this after the show,
put it in your phone.
Get a pen, go get a paper, write this number down, put it in your phone, do what you got to do.
Tattoo it on your
While
back.
you're watching the game, call us at halftime. Call us at halftime. Call us at the end of the third quarter. Give us a range of emotions. Get it? If the Saints are up 14-0, call it and be excited. And if they're down by a lot, because the script might flip and then you're going to sound
screwing
stupid.
it up.
That makes it funny. So the number is 832-779-3820. Again, it's 832-779-3820. Save it in your phones. Call the hotline. Curse. Be angry. Be drunk. Do all of those things.
That's right.
It's going to be fantastic.
Yeah. So, Thomas, what's the next question?
All right, let's go back to the questions then. Next question from Aldi Marino, who's probably still in the chat, as always. He asks, if you could go back in time and witness any event in history without being able to alter or be hurt by anything, what would you go back to see?
I don't mind, but Dave, you can go first.
Andrew's confused.
I'm still not sure I follow.
I mean, you can't change the outcome, right?
You can just watch it.
So I just don't understand being able to be hurt by anything. Like,
Well, maybe you want to go back and enjoy the birth of a
you're
child.
picking
Maybe you want to go
something that
back
you
and
enjoyed. Yeah.
watch the
So
Saints
is this
Super Bowl again.
Is this Saints related or is this?
It could be, right?
Hmm.
You go back and watch the moon landing. I don't know. Maybe if you got a science, is it like a NASA kink?
JFK assassination.
Yeah, you could if you got if JFK assassination kink, you could go to the
catch his
Texas
brain.
Book Suppository and watch Oswald drink a Coke and then shoot the president. I don't know, but I know mine. It's going to confuse people. I'm going to go back to the no call.
What?
But I know I can't change it. But I can hunt Bill Vinovich down after the game and do horrible things to him.
Maybe you can go back to a 28-3.
With my one good arm. I am drunk.
Witness any.
You're going back
Yeah,
to
I
the
feel like
Cotton
you're gonna
Bowl
go
against USC.
Oh, boom, done. Thank you. Yep.
Andrew, what
I
are
mean,
you
the thing
doing?
is I don't know that if I can't change the event, there's no point in going back to the Lincoln assassination or anything like that. If I can't try to save the world or better the world, then this is all purely selfish and for selfish reasons. And if that's the case, I'm just trying to think of something in history that would be crazy to watch, just to actually be able to watch and not see, because you're not going to get hurt. So you could go back and watch
so you could
some
pick
crazy
not that you
hurricane
want to,
or a
you could
tornado or something.
Right.
But no, hey, I can't think of anything better than the Cotton Bowl, so let's go with that.
Aldi Marino said the French Revolution. I didn't have that on my bingo card.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I mean,
I don't know.
that's
I mean, this is low hanging fruit, but I'm
Maybe you
watching
could
things
go
with the
back and
Super Bowl.
watch me walk in the fields, Ralph.
I mean,
I could be really
do that
Thomas. I could be
anytime you want.
I could be really mean, and when the Nazis invaded Poland, and me and you, and I could
Jesus.
just hand you a box of Kleenex, and you could cry. as
Jesus Christ,
the
man.
Nazis just overrun
I
Poland.
mean, or you can just help with shooting, man. Or something.
Jesus, it's got dark.
By
What's
the way,
next?
I see that St. John Butler is in the chat. I always love his historical stuff that he does with former Saints and where they are now and stuff. You should definitely check out his content. He's got great
St.
stuff.
John Butler says you can't be hurt, but Vinovich can. That's
Yeah.
right.
I mean, this is probably less clever than what you guys are coming up with. But I would pick the Saints Super Bowl again.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
Oh wait, no. I would go to maybe Woodstock. I would go to Woodstock.
oh, that's a cool answer.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
We have Polish Woodstock every year, Dave, by the way.
Yeah, I don't want that one.
Me too.
not the- that's not the one I would
Me
pick.
too, Andrew.
Yeah.
Me too.
We've got Woodstock at home.
Jason Champagne says the hills are alive with the sounds of Thomas. What's next, Thomas?
All right, next question, probably final question of the show from Ali Marino again. He asks, A New Orleans deli wants to
Why are
name
you surprised? You pick these questions out in advance.
No shit. A New Orleans deli wants to name a sandwich after each of you. What's on each of your sandwiches?
I mean, I feel like bougie juji is low hanging fruit here, and it's probably got like Boursin cheese on it. You know, like the French fancy cheese. I don't know. It's probably something terrible like that.
Mine is like turkey.
Which deli is it? That's what I want to know.
Some kind of jam with alcohol in it.
I mean, Thomas is a Polish sausage, obviously.
Do they make bread with alcohol? Can you make bread with alcohol?
Oh my gosh. A jam with alcohol? What do you mean? Like a bourbon bacon jam? Something
like a bourbon, like it's like turkey with like bourbon bacon jam and then Swiss cheese and then bacon.
I feel like the Ralph is just like cherry Coke on a sandwich.
It's whatever you had for breakfast this morning, just mixed up.
Right.
And muddled together.
I hate you.
Look, maybe. Well, I would say I would love to be a sandwich at Francolini's. It feels like that would fit. But they already have awesome sandwiches, and I'm not sure that I could improve on anything they've done. So if another deli was going to do this, mine's going to be Italian style. So
I think yours is an Italian sub.
Yeah,
but instead of your side being fries or chips, your side is gummy worms. So it's an Italian sub with gummy worms as a side.
Honestly, yes. I'm down.
Yeah.
Okay, not gummy worms though. Not gummy worms. Twin snakes. I like the Haribo twin snakes.
Fish.
And it's less of a side, more of like a dessert.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's going to be something Italian. Some kind of seeded bread. I like a seeded Italian bread. We're going to have soppressata, mortadelle, salami, gabagool. We'll have some lettuce, shredded lettuce, maybe some hot peppers, little olive oil, vinaigrette, salt, pepper. We're going Italian style for sure.
Jason says my sandwich is prosciutto melted with raclette cheese, open faced on a toasted baguette with a drizzle of truffle oil on top.
Okay. I mean, that sounds lovely. I will try that.
You
know who has a good prosciutto sandwich that I don't eat enough is Larder over on Veterans Highway. They have actually, I don't think they have it anymore. They used to, but it was a prosciutto and arugula sandwich that was very good. Arugula is great with prosciutto. And Jason,
what is for Kevin's sandwich? I think it needs to be something that you're really excited about when you take the first bite, but then you're filled with sorrow and disappointment very quickly. So maybe it's something spicy.
My god. Oh my god. All right. So thanks to everybody for the questions. And a reminder,
so we're not playing Kevin's love update.
Well, we didn't get
it.
We don't have it, but we'll have it. It is a love. We can play it next week. It's fine. But I want to remind people: send us the questions we don't use on the big show, the live stream on YouTube. We use on the patrons only mailbag, where you can ask us anything. We get crazy. It's fun. Send us more questions. We need questions for the mailbag for the season. It's fun. Send them to Thomas. And remember, become a patron, and you support our community. You commit to helping us be a great podcast, and you get access to our Discord where we're talking Saints all year long. And listen, if Saints Twitter annoys you and you're like, I'm the toxic, they're negative, blah, blah, our Discord is fun. It's amazing. You can do it. It's fun for the season. I promise you. Go to patreon.com/Saints Happy Hour to do it. All right, Thomas, give us a quick donation update, and then it's time to do the MVP off-season finale.
We are $70 away. Your boy Alan is still in the lead with 50 buckaroos. Errol is second place with 20, and a bunch of people with $10. Are you sure we are not doing the game predictions first, Ralph?
I don't know. I'm kind of the permafrost hit me pretty hard, Thomas. But you're right.
Come
we're
on,
doing
guys,
the game.
hit him even harder. Come on, guys.
You're right. We're doing game. We gotta do
Ralph's
game.
really struggling. Let's make sure we donate more so he can drink more.
I probably fixed the donations.
That's right.
Just,
You're right.
You
I
the
apologize.
correct
We gotta
link,
do
guys.
game predictions. I'm discombobulated. What do you want me to say? All right. So we got to do game predictions. So Thomas, remind the people how the game predictions work.
All right, so let's get over the rules. So the rules this year are simpler than last year, hopefully for you guys. So for predicting a winner, you get 1 point. For predicting one score properly, you get 4 points. For the exact score prediction of the game, you get 8 points, but that never happened, I think. And each week you pick the fantasy star of the game. So your player has to score as many points as possible. It's a standard PPR rules. Only Saints players, but they changed from last year. You can also pick defensive players, so you're not gonna run out of players. Hopefully this year, you have to pick different player every week. You get for being the best, you get 2 points. Second place, 1 point. Third place, 0 points. And if you are the worst, each week you get -2 points. In case 2 Saints players score 0 fantasy points, both contestants get -2 points. So you cannot tank in this competition. Cannot choose the same player as previous contestant. And there's a joker rule. You can have one additional pick only once. So you can pick one player twice. And he has to be a non-quarterback. And the most important rule of all, Thomas can add any bullshit rules in the future, guys.
Yeah,
Question.
so we got a lot of live listeners, so I'll just explain it to you.
That's my favorite part. That's my favorite.
Thomas will pick one of us and will just screw us over repeatedly. For 2 straight years, it's been Dave, but it could change at any minute.
And this year, it will also be Dave. Spoiler alert.
So Thomas, who's going to go first?
Wait. I have a question.
Okay, go.
Yeah.
And for the Joker rule, it said you can pick somebody a second time, non-QB.
Yeah.
What is Taysom count as a QB? Because he's
he's a tight end.
Today on the depth chart, they moved him to tight end.
That's why I was asking.
I will allow Taysom. I will allow Taysom. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much.
Just like last year, by the way. Just like last year. Come on, Dave. Dave should pick first, I think, because he was the sore loser. So, you know.
Oh, yeah. So go ahead, Dave.
Correct order.
Did I lose this last year?
You did.
Yes, dead last.
First of all, why is my son? I thought my son was supposed to be upstairs doing something. Is he supposed to be still chatting on this thing?
He is definitely still chatting.
I know.
Tell him a new one, man.
All right. I already gave you my prediction. I got to look it up and see what I told you. I'm
Say
like
hi.
Ralph here.
Hi.
What's
Hello.
up, Max?
Damn. He's not asleep.
Tell him the Carolina Panthers are trash.
The Carolina Panthers are trash.
Thank you. You did a good job.
Yeah, that's very true.
Well done. Well done, my boy.
A new soundbite.
Very true.
Now go have another Coke before bed.
All right. Well, I didn't realize all the different rules that Thomas is giving, so I'm actually changing my pick for MVP for the game. But
I mean, yeah, you can choose it during the show.
yeah. Score prediction, I'm going with Saints 24, Panthers 17. Yes, the Saints will win. No, it's not going to be a blowout. Yes, it'll be close. It might be even frustratingly close. And originally I was going to pick Taysom Hill as my MVP, but now that I know the rules and you can pick defensive players and
Jesus.
you can't pick somebody more than once, I'm going to go with Chase Young. And I'm going to get him out of the way early just in case he's not available next week or the week thereafter.
Jesus, that's surprising. But okay. Chase Young it is.
All right. So who's next, Thomas?
Andrew, you're next.
All right. I'm going to say that I know I only picked the Saints to win 5 games this year, but I believe this is going to be one of them. I think they're going to play well defensively, especially. I am going to pick the Saints to win this game 17-13.
Ooh, that sounds nasty. I'm for it.
And my player of the game, man, I didn't know about this defense. That kind of blindsided me. I got to be honest. And I'm tempted to go defense out of the gate. Thomas, explain to me how that works. Like, do they get points for tackles?
Wait, man, I see you sent me 20 to 13. Come on,
sorry,
man.
You're right. I'm sorry, 20 to 13. Yeah.
Damn. You scared me for a second.
Sorry. Yeah. So if I were to pick a defensive player, like, how does that work? Do they get points for tackles or only sacks or what?
I don't know, man. I just use a side and
You just
Oh yeah.
make
And
sure.
are you gonna be a coward? Or are you gonna be a man, Andrew? And you're gonna lock that in? Your dad said that.
Oh wait,
Are
can
we
you
doing
lock
that?
it?
We're not.
no locks, no
No
locks.
locks. Okay.
But you can lock it if you want.
Give me Shaheed. I'm
damn.
going with my UDFA son. Give me Shaheed.
There you go.
Rashido.
Again, I'm disgusted with. Is it my turn, Thomas?
Yep.
All right, I'm disgusted with these picks. I'm disgusted. Carolina, we already have established
Disgusted with what? We both picked them to win.
not enough. Carolina is dreadful. Carolina is dreadful. We already discussed the Carolina coach. He might be a better author than he is a coach. That's up for debate. All right. Carolina is 2-15. They have an Oompa Loompa as a quarterback who had maybe the worst rookie season of a quarterback in the last 40 years. All right. The Saints defense is going to eat him alive. All right. This score, 31 for the Saints. New offense, new day, amazing. They're going to break out things they didn't show us in the preseason. Taysom's going to be amazing. Taysom's going to run, take handoffs, throw passes. It's going to be amazing. They're going to run 2 tight ends with Jawan and Foster Moreau, your golf buddy, Dave. It's going to be amazing. Saints are going to have like 450 yards of offense. It's going to be incredible. Saints 31-17, but it's going to be 31-0 at halftime. So all the DA haters and the negative Nancy's
I like this.
You got to
are going to, all the negative people, they're going to be like, oh, but the Saints gave up 17 points in the second half and only had 3 first downs, Ralph. That's not sustainable. And I'm going to be like I can't give them double words because I'm crippled, but I'll try and I'll give them this. And I'm just going to laugh at them. Your player of the game, Alvin Kamara. Alvin Kamara, 4 touchdowns, 150 yards of total offense. It's going to be a party. Don't be negative. Don't be scared of the freaking Carolina Panthers in week 1, people. We're going to the Dome, and we're going to kick their you know what? I got my kid looking right at me. I don't want to curse. Max, don't say the 4-letter words. It's bad. Saints are going to roll. It's going to be amazing. We're going to carry that momentum into Dallas. Feel good 1-0.
I'm not
and Thomas,
lie,
if you had the lock it in sound,
like, Ralph's kind of got me pumped right now.
If he had the lock it in sound effect, I would tell him to lock it in.
Maybe we might win 6 games this year.
Yeah, Aldo Marino said, did I drink twice? I drank before the show, Aldo Marino. I'll be honest with you. Lock it in, Thomas. Lock it in. All right, now Kevin's got to make a pick.
He said that he can't lock it in.
He can, but I can do it. It's my show, damn it. I can lock it in if I want to. There you go.
Hey, someone message Kevin for the player. Guys, I need a player from Kevin.
No. Did he give you a score?
Let me hit him up.
He did.
You get started. I'll call him.
Yeah. He did give me a score. I mean, I kind of messed up because he wrote it strangely. He wanted to pick Chase Young for the player of the game, fantasy star of the game, but I mixed it up. Apparently, a real correction. For the season predictions for Kevin, it wasn't season MVP was Kamara and most hated player was A.J. Perry.
Hey, Kevin.
Yes.
You're live on the air. We need you to pick a player. So we've done our game predictions, but Dave has already picked Chase Young. Ralph has already picked Kamara, and I have already picked Shaheed. There's a new wrinkle this year that you can pick a defensive player.
Okay, but you can pick a defensive player.
And you can only repeat a player twice this season.
non-QB.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basically the
Non-QB.
same as last year, but you can pick defensive players.
Okay, so say that. Run it by me one more time.
Shaheed Young and Kamara are not options.
Just
Those are the
pick
three
Carr and
taken.
fuck them up.
Young,
Come on, man.
Kamara are off the board.
You could blow your wad on Carr and just knock it out in week 1 and kick our asses.
Do it. Do it.
Put me down for Taysom.
Oh,
Got you down.
All
the
Thanks, man.
top rope out of the gate.
Noted. All right. And he gets to pick him again.
Charlie says Panthers quarterback 100 passing yards, 160 yards rushing. Charlie, I hate you.
Jeez.
Right. Bryce Young is an Oompa Loompa. And not only that, Bryce Young is small and he's unathletic. We love, I don't know, you can't say midget anymore because that's not politically correct. We love all small people.
You just did.
But we love the small people, but not
Jesus.
if you're wearing a Carolina Panthers uniform. Just say.
Then you're the M word.
Oh.
M. By the way, I said M word.
M.
I said
M.
M is in midget,
Mary.
is what I said.
Yeah.
I totally off topic. I didn't know getting rickrolled was still a thing. My son rickrolled me today, and I was like,
Jesus.
I was
Shame
like,
on you.
Yeah, it's still a thing.
yeah, it's still a thing. So
We should.
all right. So,
Every year
Thomas.
every year there's a new batch of nerds.
So
I
Thomas.
I just have to tell you guys, like, the Saints winning would cap what is going to be an epic week for me. I'm really excited. First of all, with tennis, it looks like Francis Tiafoe is on a roll. He might win this match. If Francis Tiafoe wins, he will play Taylor Fritz in the semifinals of the U.S. Open. Both of them are American, which means we will have an American in the finals. For American man for the first time in the finals in 21 years, 2 decades.
Jesus.
We've been waiting for American tennis. to be in
Jimmy
the finals of
Connors.
the US Open.
Are you-
Connors.
We
Are you saying we
this
haven't had an American in the U.S. Open final since George Bush's first term?
I'm not talking female. Obviously, you know, we've had a lot of women do well, but yes, for men, yes. Andy Roddick won 21 years ago, and we haven't had an American man in the final since. So we're really close to having 2 semifinalists play each other. So we're guaranteed that. So there's that. Tomorrow, I'm taking my daughter to Stone Temple Pilots. We have the VIP experience. She's excited. She likes the songs. I'm going to have her experience STP for the first time. It is the 30-year anniversary of my favorite album by them, Purple. They're playing it front to back. So that's going to be amazing. And then I fly into New Orleans. We're going to have the live show on Friday. And it's all going to culminate on Sunday with the Saints win over the Panthers. Like, this is setting up to be an epic week.
That's right.
Epic.
7 tickets left, by the way, at the live show. Andrew at Sports Drink just texted me. 7 tickets left. All right. So, Thomas,
Cool.
we got to do MVP.
Cool story,
we got to do MVP.
Yeah, first let me thank everyone who donated during this show, who helped reach 56-week donation streak. It was shaky with the donations, but we made it.
It was shaky. We got there.
I will fix it next week. Don't worry, guys. Thanks to Ali Marino. Thanks to Nicholas Riley. Thanks to Jason Champagne. Thanks to Boo. Thanks to Wendell Cavalier. Thanks to Errol. And to the MVP for the 4th time this off-season. And 2nd straight week with 50 buckaroos. Who is... the one and only you boy, Alan.
Thank you, Alan. Thank you, Alan. Even though you sent me some dreadful alcohol, like you think he understood the assignment. He didn't send me anything that's good. Like it's all Andrew. It's all 100 proof, and it's all like horrible stuff. So your boy Alan, he understands. He understands the assignment. So now, Thomas, we got to do the MVP winner,
The ticket giveaway.
the ticket giveaway, and the free subscription to Patreon for Saints Happy Hour. And remember, Alan, your boy Alan, DM Thomas on Discord. Tell him what to write on the whiteboard. This week we had Thomas for President 2024. Whatever you want, as long as it's
President of
PG.
what?
President of America. It would be weird because they never get to see his face. But I think they like him. So Thomas, let's do it. Look at all these are the MVPs through all the off season.
Hatchet John donated $175 in one show.
No, over the course of 17 weeks.
No, that's one show. That's only 1 week. That's
wow.
That's the winning amount of every week. Well, the winning amount.
I mean,
so the highest amount was 175, lowest 28.
What does Hatchet John do for a living? Run a hedge fund?
I mean,
he works in prison.
He invests in Saints Happy Hour, Dave, and he knows
he shanks people.
He makes the show great. I mean, thanks to everybody who the MVP winners, but thanks to everybody who donates. It's a commitment. We appreciate everybody doing it, making the show happen. It's donations like this that allow the live show to happen, that allow all the cool stuff we do to keep on going. We love it. So Thomas, it's time to spin the wheel.
It just wasn't enough to keep Minxie alive.
I mean, she kept her alive for a year, Dave.
So, let me just add one more. Your boy Alan, since he weak this show. Are you ready, guys?
I'm ready. Let's go.
Do it.
For the spinneroonie.
My body is ready.
Ralph's face. Let's go. Oh,
this is to sit with
me. Sit with me. 6 sections. No.
You know what? Let me spin it one more time without Mr. Juge in case he wants to,
in case he's like, I already have my own tickets and there's
I have my own tickets. I don't want to sit. I don't want to sit with the
Ralph. Are you crazy?
The fucking Juge Empire wins again. Come on. Jesus, evil empire.
If he wants to sit with the poors, we're 641. We'll love it.
Run amok.
Oh, it's run amok. He won the MVP last week, by the way, just once.
Wow. See, it's a great investment. He can sit with me. We can watch Derek Carr against some team in the middle of the year. It'll be fan-freaking-tastic.
All right, let's switch it up now. Now for the subscription, as Ralph said, anyone who donated any amount during the off-season, so there's a lot more names on the wheel. Let's spin it.
That's right. That is a terrible picture of me, by the way.
It is
Tiger Jet.
It's Tiger Jet 21.
Nice.
Congrats.
Thank you, Tiger Jet.
He's probably streaming right now on Twitch, by the way. Damn.
Tiger Jet, DM me, email me, or message me on Discord, and we'll get you your free subscription.
Mr. Juge was like, "Yep, spin again. Yep,
spin again. I'm not going into the terrace. They don't have the quality booze that I need or food.
I'll have my Vouv in the club's level, por favor."
Vouv Clicquot.
But thanks, seriously, guys. Thanks to everyone who donated. We can't do this without you. This show, it's amazing. And here's the thing: what this is our what live show is this? This is our fourth. This is our
at least
fourth. It's a fourth live show.
We had one at Zach Streif's place. We had one at Sports Drink.
And we had
one at what was that?
Tracy's. Yeah. So just incredible.
This will be number 4.
This will be number 4.
Fourth time's the charm. Recording the audio. You know what they say.
I wouldn't bet on that.
I'm not.
So, thanks for listening, guys. Please do me a favor. Follow us on our socials. Give us a like if you're watching on YouTube, and tell your friends about our show. And if you're feeling generous, become a patron by going to patreon.com/Saints Happy Hour. That way you can get tons of extra content like the Kevin Love advice or behind the scenes, or Thomas roaming around Poland telling you where he's burying bodies, thinking about committing crimes. Thanks to Dave, thanks to Andrew, thanks to Thomas, the best producer on earth, running the show back in Poland, setting all the new YouTube stuff up. It was a ton of work. He did it. We're back on YouTube because that's what people wanted. We got you back on YouTube. Thank you, Thomas, for getting all that done. Get your live show tickets at the link in the description. We can't wait to see you Friday. 7 tickets left. It's going to be amazing at Sports Drink. And until next time, the bar is closed.